All right, I'm at 446,500 total lifetime races, putting me 46,892 races behind Flood. Now, this won't be 40 hours long completely because of how late I woke up compared to what I did last time. So let's see here. Well, it's past 4 o'clock right now. So the first hour is not even going to be that efficient, which will put me at a disadvantage right off the bat. However, yeah, I'm probably going to go, and I'm still going to go until the same time I originally planned it last time. So probably. Well, you'll see. Let's just start. Well, here's a snapshot of my personal league, so we get a before and after from this blitz and the team leagues. Well, that was the end of the first hour. I only did 69 races during that very first little stretch there, and well, that's because I started this blitz about what at 4:15. So yeah, but there will be other hours. I'll probably not even do more than 5 races for reasons I'm not going to discuss. All right, we got the second hour into the blitz now. 173 races into the session, and hour two had 95 races, so we're back. Well, 3 hours were done a while back now, 15 minutes ago. 279 races into the session and 90 races in that third hour. All right, I believe that was now 4 hours. 360 races into the session and 94 races in that previous hour. All right, I think that's now 5 hours in, 455 races into the session, and that was 92 races done in that last hour. All right, this is now 2 hours later. I currently have 584 races into the session. Hour number six, well, only had like 32 races because that was the hour I had the thing to do. Don't worry, no hours will be like that unless I fail a micro sleep session again. Otherwise, well, yeah, and then the previous hour is back to the regular 93. I believe that's 8 hours into the blitz now. It's 666. Oh, of course it is. 666 races into the session. Yeah, I did 91 races in that last hour. Well. Another hour has gone by. I'm 767 races into the session, which means 9 hours into the blitz. And, well, those 85 races are in the last hour. Thanks a lot, lunch and logging out, because that happens every 400 races for some reason. All right, now this is 10 hours into the session, 838 races into the session. That was 10 hours into the blitz, I mean. And, well, 87 races done. We're done in that last hour because I had to get some water. All right, now that's 11 hours into the blitz, 928 races into the session, and that was 94 races in the 11th hour. Well, that's now 14 hours into the session, 1,111 total lifetime race or session races, and 14 hours into the blitz. Man, I keep getting that mixed up. But yeah, 83 races were done in the previous hour. All right, 15 hours into the blitz, 1,192 races into the session. And don't worry, technically the 15-hour mark is actually in the next like 10 races or so. 10 minutes, I mean. So, yeah, it's probably my worst pace of a 15-hour blitz ever, if that is the case. I made a bit of an error last clip. It was actually 14 hours last time. Now we're 15 hours in. Well, as of 6 minutes from now. But yeah, that's going to be almost 1,300 races by then. But in that last hour, I only did 86 total races. Well, it's like 9 o'clock now. There's 1,489 races into the session, so I can only guess that's 16 hours by now, probably. Or is it 17? I genuinely don't remember. Whatever the case, that last hour I've done 95 races. Well, it's past 10 p.m. now, and I've got 1,561 races into the session. I'm guessing that's either 17 or 18 hours into the blitz. Again, my memory doesn't serve me very well. And there is 92 races done in that last hour. I've done the math. That was 19 hours into the blitz, 1,654 races into the session, with 92 races done in that 19th hour. 20 hours into the blitz, that's 1,748 races into the session. Getting closer to typing demon now, but there's 93 races done in that previous hour. Well, it's a little over 21 hours into my session. I'm 1,859 races into it right now, so, that's pretty good. Typing demon, pretty much. Is a typing demon now. I think my fifth one ever, too. Or sixth. Anyway, I rambled. That was 88 races in that previous hour. All right, that's now 22 hours into the blitz, 1,923 races into the session, and I gotta say, Holy crap, 16 seconds for a 96 word per minute race. That's insane. Whatever the case, that's a digression. Yeah, I think I already mentioned doing 93 races in the last hour. Was it 92? I don't remember. Whatever the case, this is now a type of nightmare session. If that was, counted in long races. Well, 23 hours into the Blitz, 1,996 races into the session, only 73 races during that last hour because that happened to be my first micro sleep of the session and probably certainly not the last. Well, I fell asleep a little bit. I don't know how much longer it's been, but I did the total of, well, here's my current race count 448,600. So you can say I've done at least maybe 100. I mean, sorry, 2,000 races or 2,100, something like that. That's pretty good because that's now what 44,792 races behind Flood. Oh, and of course, here's the final leagues for the after this blitz after for a frame of reference. Yeah, I was pretty much dead last. Now I'm up here in second place. As for the team, we're here currently in second place here. Yeah, that's all for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.